Welcome to Think on This. Each episode of Think on This provides you practical advice that you can use daily. Give us 5 minutes, and we'll change your world. Now, let's get ready to think on this. Well, hello there, and welcome. Welcome to another episode of Think on This. We're so glad you decided to join us today. And hey, would you do us a favor? If you're enjoying the podcast, would you give us a positive rating and review and share us with your friends? All right, great. Thank you. On this episode of Think on This, sometimes you have to take a risk or you'll be doing the same thing for the rest of your life. Let me say that again. Sometimes you have to take a risk, or you'll be doing the same thing for the rest of your life. How many times do you hear people say, I'm in a rut. I'm doing the same job that I've been doing for 20 years. I get up at the same time every day. I eat the same foods. I take the same way to work. I go to the same place for vacation. I watch the same TV type shows. I watch the same type of movies. Folks, life is meant to be lived. Sure, it's okay to have a familiar routine, but sometimes that can be boring and get you into a rut. Sometimes you have to break out of that rut and that routine and take a risk. Sure, risk can be scary. But you know what else? Risk can be very rewarding. How many times have you watched maybe a biography about a sports figure or an entertainer that said, yeah, you know, I could have worked in the factory. I could have worked down by the docks, but I decided to take a risk. And it worked out. Or I took a risk and it didn't work out this time, but I kept at it and took another risk and decided I'm going to go for it. And then it did. And how happy they are when they tell that story. No one wants to do the same thing day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. You know, I've heard it been said that we are not spiritual beings having a type of human experience, we're not a human being having a spiritual experience, I should say, but we're spiritual beings having a human experience. And that being said, don't be afraid sometimes to take a risk. Now, I'm not telling you to go quit your job that you've been at for 30 years this minute without a plan in place. Do a little forthright planning and check that out. But explore your options. Don't be satisfied with the day-to-day routine. Because at the end of the day, my friends, it's your life. You are responsible for you. So as you go along your week this time on Think on This, we want you to remember, sometimes you have to take a risk, or you'll be doing the same thing for the rest of your life. Thank you so much for joining us for Think on This today. And again, if you like the program, would you leave us a positive rating and review and share us with your friends? And look for more episodes at purplepitstudios.com. And until next time, we look forward to meeting with you again on the next episode of Think on This.